It was winter, must have been, because there was snow on the ground. And the next thing I hear was sort of whimpering and crying, and I'm thinking, oh, what's going on? And I go to the door, and there's Gracie. No sign of my partner. Went out with no shoes on, just Gracie in my arms, and all of a sudden my partner comes panting around the corner, sort of in the state of distress. I don't know who was more upset. I think there was all sorts of thoughts. Has she gone onto the road? Had she run straight past the house and I hadn't noticed and got injured or worse, you know? All sorts of things were going through his head. I mean, I was okay because I got her, so I knew that she was okay. But then the what if scenarios go through your head an awful lot. What had happened, she was only a couple of months old probably at that point, and she'd pulled on her lead and jerked the lead out of my partner's hand, and then got scared when it retracted back in. My partner tried to get up after her, but she's just so fast, you just couldn't find, you know, just didn't know where she'd gone. We were just lucky, I suppose, that it wasn't too far from home, and she knew where home was, even at a young age. Otherwise, I dread to think, and like I said, at the time we hadn't got PitPat, so we hadn't got that assurance that we could just go on and track her live location. It's because she's our first dog, you know, we were quite shook up by it. So that was one of the reasons we started looking into the trackers. PitPat is our tracker, and it tracks where Gracie is, GPS. So we've got confidence that if she was to ever get lost, we could easily get her location, which is great because that gives great peace of mind. She hasn't had it off her collar since the day we got it, and been very impressed with it ever since. It was more that we wanted that assurance, because although we'd not probably had her that long, we wouldn't be without her. You know, she made such a mark from the day that she came in. She sort of transformed our lives, really.